We did a study a few years ago with the Paulson Institute and Cornell University that basically said that there's a $700 billion a year gap in the money we need to invest in nature, invest in biodiversity to ensure that we have the right natural infrastructure for humans to thrive. But the good news is, of that $700 billion, almost half of it can come from just one thing. And that one thing is to change the way that we are investing in things like agriculture, the way that we incentivize farmers, the way that we price in things like crop insurance. If you live in a country that is able to have crop insurance, it's actually rewarding bad practices, practices that actually destroy nature instead of restore nature. So the Nature Conservancy was founded almost 75 years ago. We're now working in over 80 countries, really deeply with indigenous people, with local people, with businesses, with policy, to ensure really two big things. One is the conservation of nature, of the world's biodiversity, as well as working on climate change, climate pollution around the world. One of the success stories that I like to tell is something called our Nature Bonds work. And the basic idea was that the Seychelles government had said, we really want to protect our ocean. We know that our ocean ecosystem provides so many important resources for our people, not only, of course, fish and recreation, but also tourism. Tourism is a critical part of that country's GDP. They didn't have enough resources because they had a lot of unsustainable debt that they owed to creditors from outside of the Seychelles. Conservation International did one of the first debt for nature swaps back in 1987. But this one in the Seychelles was really, how do we take sovereign debt, so debt at the country level, and how do we change the terms of that debt and actually buy back the debt, refinance it, and underwrite it to make the debt more sustainable for the country of the Seychelles. The money that they save from the old debt to the new debt is put into conservation. So that was back in 2016, and since then we've done 5 more of these debt swaps, and it's not just the Nature Conservancy, it's many other organizations doing that. But so far we've been able to help countries refinance $3 billion in sovereign debt, unsustainable debt, quite frankly, and in exchange unlock $1 billion in money that goes directly into marine and most recently into terrestrial conservation. This money is really coming from the private sector. It's coming from companies that want to buy bonds that are good for nature, that have a really positive impact on both nature and people. It's financially complicated, but at the end of the day, it's all about the commitment of governments to ensure that they are going to have the right outcomes for conservation that helps the people of the countries in which they're living, and of course also reduces their sovereign debt, which is a great thing.